Hey, if you've been driving around Texas lately, you've probably noticed something. Construction. It's everywhere. Cranes, highways are all torn up. Massive job sites that actually look like entire cities. And most people think that's a lot of construction. But here's what's actually happening. It's much bigger than that. 2026 is shaping up to be a major build year across Texas. We're seeing large scale projects across highways, airports, manufacturing, energy, and here's why this matters. These aren't just construction projects, they're signals. They tell you where jobs are going, where people are moving, and where real estate demand is heading next. So let's break this down. What actually is happening? Let's start with highways, because this is big. This is where a lot of change begins. In Austin, you've got I-35 Capitol Express project. This isn't just a widening of a road. They're lowering parts of the highway and adding new crossings and changing how traffic flows through the city. And then in Houston, you've got I-45 project. This one is massive. It's focused on long-term mobility freight movement and how the region connects. Here's the key idea. When highways change, commute patterns change. And when commute patterns change, people move. That's how certain areas grow faster than others. Now let's talk about the airports because this is something most people overlook. DFW Airport is expanding with Terminal F. And this is a big deal because airports today are not just travel hubs, they're economic engines. When the airport expands, you get more business travel, more international connections, and more companies moving in. And then you get more housing demand, hotels, offices, and retail. Everything follows. Now let's talk about manufacturing. Samsung is building a major semiconductor facility in Taylor, Texas. And this is one of those projects that quietly changes everything because it's not just one building. It brings in high-paying job, engineering suppliers, contractors, and all of those people need places to live. That's how areas grow, not overnight, but steadily over time. Now let's talk about energy. Texas is still leading in energy production and export. You've got LNG projects along the Gulf Coast. Golden Pass has already moved into early operations. Others are still under construction. These projects bring massive infrastructure, workforce demand, long-term economic activity, and even if you don't live near the coast, you still feel the effects because job growth spreads and housing demands follow. Now, here's where this gets really important. San Antonio and the Hill Country sit right in the middle of all of this. We are connected to Austin, growth major highway systems, Hill Country expansions, strong local industries. So areas like Stone Oak, Bulverde, Bernie, New Braunfels, Schertz, and Cibolo, they're all influenced by these shifts. That's why you're seeing steady demand in these areas. It's not random and it's all connected to what's being built around them. Now, here's the part that most people miss. Most people look at real estate and ask, what are the prices doing? But that's not the best question. The better question is, what is being built? Because that tells you where the demand is heading next. Most people wait until prices go up to start paying attention. But then you're already behind the curve. If you want to stay ahead, you watch the construction because that's where the signals are. If you're thinking about buying or selling or relocating in San Antonio or the Hill Country, this is the kind of information that gives you an edge. If you want help breaking down what's happening in your area, just message me and I'll walk you through it. I'm Sherry Ettinger with Option One, and I'm here to help you.